heading north into the Chesapeake Bay. Longest cruising day, rougher than we would have liked. I'm feeling a bit seasick.
We are hoping we don't run aground. Land ahoy! Just missed the ferry.
You did it.
I know. One of my favorite things in life is just seeing a city skyline lit up in the night. It's not the night and the sun's coming up, but it's still beautiful. Now, if you come to Norfolk or Portsmouth and you don't want to go to the free dock, or you are going to be here longer than 36 hours, that's the time limit on the free dock, there's a beautiful anchorage just right here, just further along north through the Elizabeth River. And you could probably just dinghy ride over to Portsmouth, dinghy ride over to Norfolk. You're kind of in the middle of both. It's a pretty good spot.
Good morning. And we are leaving Portsmouth and Norfolk, Virginia, and heading north into the Chesapeake Bay. And we are so excited to finally be getting into the Chesapeake Bay, because whenever we first learned about the Great Loop and we saw which waterways the route goes through, one of the places that we were most excited about was the Chesapeake. So we are so excited to be here. Although we have been stopping so often and so frequently prior to getting to the Chesapeake that we feel as though we're having to rush it a little bit, but we'll kind of see how our schedules kind of make out in the Chesapeake. Today is our absolutely the longest cruising day yet. We have a total of 13 hours. We are trying to make our way up to Smith's Island, but it's a really, really unique island in Maryland. So we will officially be going to our 6th state as well, which is kind of wild. It's going to be a really exciting day. We think we have a good weather window. From what we've seen and what we've talked to other cruisers, this is a good weather window, and we should have winds coming out of the south.
So back when I worked for the railroad, Norfolk Southern, it was in a transitionary period where, and I think they're still in that period, where they're moving their headquarters down to Atlanta. But we heard a lot about Pier 6, the infamous Pier 6 on Lambert's Point, which is where we're crossing right now. And this is the largest and the fastest coal pier in the US. So it's cool to see something that I learned so much about while I was learning about the railroad for my first job.
Norfolk, Virginia has the largest U.S. naval base in the entire United States. And as we have cruised around the northern part of Norfolk, you can see just so many of these like Navy vessels, and they are massive and so intimidating. It is just really, really interesting to see. conditions are a bit rough on the Chesapeake today. We thought we had winds coming from the southeast today that would give us a bit more of a push going north, but unfortunately the winds have changed, or they've like kind of pushed back later in the week. So now we have a lot of winds coming from the east, which means that the wind is hitting the broadside of our boat, making it a bit of a rough day, rougher than we would have liked, but that's all right. When we first entered into the Chesapeake and we were getting into the rough patches of water, we heard a big noise downstairs, and of course we were worried, what did we forget to move? The computer was on the table, and we forgot to move it onto the couch like we usually do. So, not a good mistake to make. I'm feeling a bit seasick, so Elliot is doing most of the helming, which I feel bad about because we try and divide and conquer. But today I just do not feel very good.
It has been so rough on the Chesapeake so far. We've only been cruising for like 6 hours. We're already exhausted. We have another 7 to go. I mean, the weather's starting to clear up. It was rainy for a little bit. Swell was crazy, but we just keep on keeping on. We've had worse sections, but this is less worse, but just longer. Jenn's taking the wheel now. I'm gonna try to get some work done, but we'll see.
It is a little bit after 3 p.m. and we are crossing over the Chesapeake Bay into like some of the islands of Maryland and heading towards our final destination. But man, it has been such an exhausting day. Between this morning, whenever Elliot was trying to navigate and get us through safely, the part of the point where the Elizabeth River and the Chesapeake Bay converge, that was totally wild. And I've been kind of navigating us through the more calmer waters on the Chesapeake. Overall, the day's been great. We have about, I want to say 2.5 hours left of cruising, but that's actually not as bad as what we had originally expected, because we've been gaining a lot of good speed going north from the current and the wind. So even though we have had a long day, it's not as long as what we had expected. So that's really, really nice.
And it hasn't bothered Ollie in the slightest. She's taken my spot and is sitting somewhat looks uncomfortably, but I think she likes it. But Ollie, you have to move because I need to sit down and get some work done. Go to your bed.
Go to your bed.
No movement at all. Right now, half of the boat is in Maryland, half the boat is in Virginia. We are just now crossing the line. We have made it to our sixth state. Woo! Our sixth state. Woo!
Ollie, what do you think about that?
Can we get a interview?
Bump it! Bump it!
And ahoy! We're surfing into Smith Island. As we approach Smith Island, the channel that we have to go into is tiny, and off the channel is 2 feet of depth, so it's going to be a tight approach. But from what we've heard about the Chesapeake is when you run around, you just back up and keep going because it's just a soft mud bottom. That being said, we are hoping we don't run aground, knock on wood. And we brought up our aqua maps, which has a little bit more of the depth readings, so we should track that and follow the markers, and that's all we can do. So the rising tide is still on the low side, so we'll have probably another foot of water come underneath us, but it's gonna be great. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look,
I feel like that jetty is key. There is a lot of wildlife on there. That's really pretty. Martin National Wildlife Refuge.
My 2 girls are looking out. I gotta show that. Good girl, Ollie. Okay, I think I see what you're pointing at. Let's get closer. If we can, like, throw maybe midship first, maybe? Okay, either that or stern, because I should be able to just go in and kind of keep it there. Yeah, bakery. Okay, so here it is. What it looks like is that the wind's gonna push us in. So I'm just gonna kind of get close and let the wind take us all the way. I might need you to help me push off from that one. That right there. Grab. Make sure we don't run into that. Yes, push off from that. Okay. Here, I'm gonna come down there.
Elliot, no.
Okay. I'm not going to come down there. Here, just
Go around and turn around and do this a second time.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm pushing off again. All right, good. Good. Turn, fine. We're good. Let's try it round 2.
All right.
No worries. No worries.
You can just grab the wheel down there. I'm gonna come down there so that way I can. You got it? Turn on the bow thruster. Good job having the fender there. We made it. Woo-hoo! Look at that beautiful boat and my beautiful girls. Well, docking was more stressful than we were planning. We kind of had to, we came in, it was really tight. We almost hit the dock. Jen pushed us off and we did a round 2, and the second round was perfect. So a little bit more hectic than normal, but we're here and this place is so cute.
It is very cute. And now we're gonna take Ollie for a walk and just kind of like explore a little bit.
And for our post-docking...
You put it in your pocket?
Yeah, our post-docking success.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Yeah. So So we just met a local Mickey. He told us that after 4 p.m. basically almost everybody leaves here that doesn't live here. Because that's, I presume, when the last ferry comes over. It's interesting, it's pretty chill, pretty quiet. Hear nothing but the birds. We've seen one car, a few people, and everybody's been nice and friendly and says hello. Quit your yapping.
This is a very cool spot, babe. Thanks for thinking of taking us here. What started off
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was another fantastic day on America's Great Loop.
What started off as a fairly hectic, little bit stressful day turned into a great ending.
Yes, Smith's Island is, we think it's our third place that we've made it to that's only accessible via boat, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's been pretty neat here so far, and we're looking forward to explore tomorrow.
Yeah, and hopefully to try some of Maryland's famous state dessert.
Thank you for watching today, and if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and stick around because tomorrow we're exploring Smith Island.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. And Jen's taking a shower tonight.
Woo, baby! I'm gonna be clean.
Oh, so tired. Okay, what's our motto?
Slower than slow.
Lower than low. Just got us on that.
Wet cheeks are clenched, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Love seeing that slide. That's a great slide.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's better than actually running around.
Oh, that better.
What? Come into the first mesa chair.
You know what we should start nicknaming Ollie?
What?
The boy from that movie.
Squab. Isn't that what they called him?
She's a swab.
She deserves more than that.
Ollie, give me another brewski, would you?
Those Jennies, seriously, like,
MVP. Those
Yeah.
are real MVP.
they really are.
Perfect to take our dinghy if we had a motor.
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking too. And I was like, don't be too. So we'd have to row.
Is that the ground over to the right? It's definitely not a two-boat type of channel.
Oh, I was gonna.
Oh.
Just say that to like
Oh, okay.
cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.